Hi, everyone. Welcome to Happy Hooking and thank you for coming. I'm Daria and I'm here with Alex to cover, you guessed it, our favorite topic, boat anchoring.
Even heavily built up areas can have many unspoiled bays and coves just waiting to take you away from reality. Besides the sheer enjoyment of swinging at anchor in some secluded anchorage, the skill of securely connecting your boat to the bottom has some important safety implications. If your engine fails or your rig fails and the wind and current are not cooperating, anchoring is your insurance against disaster. It's definitely something worth practicing in your boat and being comfortable with under all conditions. As Tommy Moran, a lifelong salt, told me time and again when I was growing up in the west of Ireland, anchor as though you plan to stay for weeks, even if you're intending to leave in an hour. And always make sure you have an exit strategy, in case something does go wrong. Now, we're going to be covering a lot of ground and won't be able to touch on everything. So as a preamble, let me say that every boat is different, every situation is different. In the end, it's the master of the vessel who's responsible for what is done. If you're unsure about something, please ask others for advice.
Let's start with the ground tackle, which consists of an anchor that attaches to the bottom and a chain, rope, or combination of the two which connects the anchor to your boat. The earliest anchors were simply heavy weights attached to boats with crude ropes. But now you have many anchored types, and each represents an evolution in the design of anchors over time. We've organized them into 5 distinct categories in which performance within the category is similar. We have the hooks, the convex plows, the flukes, the claws, and the concave scoops. So what should you expect of a modern anchoring system? We'd argue that it's these 3 things. Your anchor should set quickly, hold securely, plus any associated gear should safely and securely connect the anchor to the boat reliably and with no weak links. Pretty simple, right? We're often asked what we choose to crew with. Well, we've settled on 5 anchors. Our primary is the Quickset Ultra, and the Rockna serves as our backup storm anchor. We also stow the spade disassembled below just in case. Because of the size of our boat and consequently our anchors, we also carry lighter weight anchors to deploy for special circumstances. The Delta is handy as a stern anchor or kedge. The lightweight Fortress, on the other hand, is ideal for deploying via dinghy, as it's the only one that won't sink it. So what have we left on the lawn? The fisherman anchor is a great lawn ornament for us. The CQR has also become a mooring, and it recently dragged with a 20-foot motor launch on it in a gale. People often tell us they feel so much more comfortable on a mooring until we ask them how often they've checked on what's actually down there. This mess came up from a mooring field of a very respectable yacht club. Knowing that what we drop is the right anchor to hold our boat in the conditions we expect is all we need for a good night's rest away from the crowds and the noisy parties. Then again, you may like the parties. We like to visit them by dinghy.
When you're dropping the hook, let the rode out slowly. This way the anchor will set all on its own without any problems. Once you've let out sufficient rode, secure the rode, and the bow person can rest the hand or foot gently on the rode while the helmsman is still reversing. If you feel a little jiggle or something in the rode, that means your anchor is dragging. While reversing, the helmsperson should also take bearings on two points, one nearby and one in the distance, to see if the boat is moving. When it comes time to move on, weighing anchor can be quite the chore. This is particularly the case with the modern scoop-type anchors that dig very, very deep. So when you're pulling up your anchor, bring it up to almost vertical and stop the engine. Do not power over the anchor, as you can bend the shank very easily. Instead, let the boat do the work. The boat will naturally go up and down with the wave motion, and each time the boat bow goes down, give the windlass a little bit of a nudge, and you'll have the anchor out in no time at all.
Which brings us to our final subject, anchoring etiquette. Everybody has anchoring nightmare stories. It's one of the favorite subjects among sailors. So what is the number 1 rule of anchoring etiquette? Simple. The first boat in sets the precedent. They set the precedent for how to anchor in that space, and that applies to scope, the number of anchors, and the configuration in which they are set. This is actually covered by Admiralty law. Of course, there's no problem in a large anchorage, but in tight spaces, follow the lead or you may find yourself liable. The rest is a matter of courtesy and common sense.
Now go off and sail the dream. Don't just dream of sailing. For more information on anchoring and many other subjects, visit coastalboating.net, the boater's resource for places to go and things to know. This seminar is a brief excerpt from Happy Hooking, The Art of Anchoring, which is available at coastalboating.net, and also from Amazon in print and Kindle format, and from good chandleries.